If any of you ever hear me say anything like the woman in this video, know I am in the sunken place and to splash me with water. Let's watch and then let's talk.
And Chris actually ended our relationship for 8 months. And every night for 8 months, I would say out loud, I love you. You know, I never thought I would ever hear it from him again.
And Lydia, despite having no hope of anything ever rekindling between us, stayed in contact, and like she would even go out of her way to show ways that she was still thinking about me and still cared about me and all this stuff.
One day, I was driving and I got a text that said, would you like to go out with me again? And I think I just said yes. I didn't want to say yes with, as many exclamation marks as I felt like I wanted to say, but that's what my heart was saying. So we did, and we started over.
Just like the sun can't cease to shine.
I couldn't watch anymore. First of all, hi, my name is Shayna. I'm a journalist. I talk a lot about decentering men, talk about my child-free life. I talk about a lot of things. And we got to talk about this. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now, let's talk about this. The first thing out of her mouth was that Chris also, I don't know if you could hear my tummy. I'm a little hungry, maybe nauseous. Anyway, first thing out of her mouth was that Chris ended their relationship for 8 months. A couple of red flags there. One, I have never known a sane man named Chris. Period, point blank. That's already a problem in its own. 1 second, there's an ambulance. Now that we've got that common knowledge out of the way, two, he ended the relationship, period. She just harassed is a strong word, Shayna, back up. She just chased him aggressively for 8 months. And this is the concern that I have with pikmes. It is a self-disrespectful acknowledgement of the relationship on both sides. The pikme and their ooga. That man ended the relationship. For whatever reason, he said, it's not working, goodbye, right? She said, I don't care if it's not working. I don't care if we are incompatible. I want to be picked by you. Now, the reasons that she wants to be picked do not apply to him as an individual, because it's not because they're compatible. He broke up with her because in his mind they were incompatible. She wanted to be picked because of some story that she told about him in his head that she has deemed to be true regardless of his reality. And the men that choose to be with pikmes, they don't really care about her as a person. They just want a woman. Just any woman. They fill in, it is a empty space and they're just like, just put a woman in there, please. And then a woman gets put in there, they're like, fine, thank you. Okay, now I'm done. And I really, really need women and femmes to understand that for people in general, words have power. But people with uteruses literally bring life to the world. Right? We are portals for another dimension. The spirit becomes flesh within the uterus, right? So your words have that same imbued power. So she's out there. Now, it'd be one thing if she was saying, I love you to herself in the mirror. No, for 8 months, she was proclaiming her love to this man who don't want her, to the universe. It's giving spell. And I'm not saying spell isn't a bad way. Listen, practice whatever it is you want to practice. But to use that kind of power for a man who has made it so clear that he don't want you, girl, do you have a hobby? Clearly you do not have a good friend. And I'll be making another video about this kind of topic later. I am not going to raise my voice to you angels. Now let's move past her for a second. Let's talk about him. Because he also is getting married in this odd situation. He knows he's the prize. He knows he's the prize because she put in the work for 8 months. Hold up, another thing is passing by. For 8 months. He has 8 months worth of evidence. And then another dating cycle. He already knew everything that he needed to know. He knew that she would never leave him. Don't matter what he does, what he says to her, she's not going anywhere. And for a man that just wants a woman, what else do you need? Now, I personally, if I was a bride in this situation and I overheard my husband-to-be talking to all of his guy friends about how we met and that was what came out of his mouth, I would be embarrassed. I would be so ashamed that, oh my God, I think I need to eat something. I'll finish this and then I'm gonna go eat something. But like, because he was just a gentle breeze away from saying she was so desperate that insert everything else he was going to say. She was so obsessed with me that insert. It was giving something similar to what Simone Biles' husband said about her. And that's embarrassing because there is a core level, and to a degree, like, this isn't about Simone. This isn't about Simone. While her story fits into this isn't about Simone. This is about the video that we just watched right now. There is a core level of invalidation of self. It gives low self-esteem, and there's nothing wrong with having low self-esteem. A lot of people do that, but people will take advantage of that. People will take advantage of that. And you will put yourself in situations where you will be taken advantage of because you're looking for external validation to increase your self-esteem. And if you're looking for that in a man, oh my God, I can't help you. I can't help you. Because what is a man going to do to increase your self-worth? What is a man going to do? What is a marriage? What is a partnership going to do to increase your view of yourself? If you say I'm worth something because I'm married, that has nothing to, that's about them. That's about them. That's about you putting your own sense of self-worth because of your association to a man. Like, it does not make sense to me. It does not make sense to me. At the end of the day, I'm gonna need everybody, regardless of your gender, to love themselves enough to wait for somebody that is worth your time, somebody that loves and likes you. And if you can't find that, you need to love and like yourself enough to know that I'm not going to settle just so that way I can be associated with another person who's going to increase my sense of self-worth, who's going to increase my whatever it is that other people are going to see in me societally, who is going to prove to others that insert something here that you think is a core belief that you have about yourself, that you are a terrible human being not worthy of anything. I'm gonna need all of us to love ourselves enough to go, no thank you. No thank you until I have a reason to say thank you. That's very nice. I would like to participate some more. Because if not, then this is what happens. So that's all for now. Let me know your thoughts. Tippity tap them away in the comments section. And if this feels like the relationship that you're in, like, feel free to share your story in the comment section. There are some very kind people that I have seen offer really good advice in the comment sections of my videos, because babes, you deserve more. You deserve more. You deserve somebody that actually likes you. And if that's not your husband, then that should not be your husband. That's all I gotta say. Okay, goodbye. Like, share, subscribe.